hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Nah, flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your dress, I'll be making all the checks. Anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you hands on, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, know he living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's chin in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain, you didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Here's Pierre Strong to return it from his end zone.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Following the interception, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And out across midfield, down to the 45. It's another first down and want to be a gain of 21 yards. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Well, once again, from all of us at EA Sports, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day on the couch, belt unbuckled, feet up. This, of course, the nightcap to a great day of football here. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and set packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now a first down carry for Harris. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, you think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go with them early and often.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Jones throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Jalen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Cousins. His throw incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Cousins now. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Pats at the line, ready to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 45 on second down, Jones, he's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have...
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second and 2, Jones. And this will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, third and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. Joseph connects on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, it's Strong. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jalen Reagor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. With 22 more yards and another 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Greg Joseph on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. With Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a give, running left is Harris. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And they get Jones for the third time in this ballgame. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Final play of the half, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have the control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Jones now to throw on third down. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A good pickup there, a 22. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Joseph connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, it's Strong. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This ball complete to Rager. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is Parker, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this one is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start the drive with Cook. Room here to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter with Cook. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 28 yards. And the Vikings extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, it's Strong. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run once more with Stevenson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Vikings 31.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Cousins to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They got 29 yards that time. Teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in trouble.
Touchdown! Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, it's Strong. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's taken down. He goes on 7. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a throw here to his running back. And they work this out past the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Andrew Booth puts it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game, and good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 84 yards. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Patriots 35. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. Let's close this one out.
124 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense.
It's all right, man.
Can you go to court?
Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on finance. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car and whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down.